Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a fun looking puzzle in front of us here. This is called Point and Sweep by Timotab. And let's just jump right into the rules, see what's going on, because I have not looked at the rules to this one. I see there are arrows, but there's something else going on here, so we're going to have to figure that out. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. Every row, every column, and every 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. Digits along arrows must sum to the value in the attached circle. Gets normal arrows. So these three digits, whatever they are, will add up to a value, and that value goes in the circle. Now here's where it looks like we're going to have a little something else going on. Additionally, a circle's neighborhood includes the cell containing the circle and any cell touching it on an edge or corner. So that would mean that this guy's neighborhood is here, this guy's neighborhood is here, your neighborhood is here, etc., etc. Now what does that mean? The digit in the circle is the number of cells in its neighborhood that have the same odd-even parity as the circled cell. Okay, so if this guy had a 4 in it, that would be even. Therefore, 4 of the digits in its neighborhood, does it say including itself? No, not including itself. There will be 4 other digits in its neighborhood that are also even. Yeah, so it says, it doesn't specifically say not including itself, but you can infer that by the instructions. So the digit in the circle is the number of cells in its neighborhood. Maybe not. No, I think it does imply that you're including the circle as well, because the circle's neighborhood includes the cell containing the circle and any cell touching it. Okay, that's what we're going to work off of. So the neighborhood would mean that if this is a 4, there has to be 4 even digits in the neighborhood. So including this one and 3 others. Yeah, I'm going to go with that, because I think now that I've read it a couple more times and processed it, that seems like what's going on here. So that's it. Those are the rules. So it's arrows, but with a little twist to it. So it should be fun to get into. That said, links in the description below. Let's give it a try, see if we can figure it out. And as always, where the heck are we going to start? We have a couple of arrows where we can say some things. Because these are 3 cells that are contained within columns or rows. So they're going to have 3 unique digits. So 1, 2, 3 is the bare minimum. So these are 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Now, can we start to eliminate those numbers? I think we probably can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this guy's neighborhood can only be 6 digits in size, because the puzzle cuts it off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, you can never have 7, 8, or 9 here. So this is 6. If it is 6, this is a 1, 2, 3. This is not a 6. Now we have to have all of the digits in the area or its neighborhood be even. So this will be a 2. I'm debating coloring. Yeah, let's do it. Blue is even. Orange will be odd. That way we can start to visually see what's going on here. Because if this were to be odd, it can only have 5 possible odds. If it's even, it could still... Well, it can't be even, right? Because these have to be a 4 and an 8 to maintain the evenness. We've used all of our evens. So this is odd. And it's going to see 5 odds. So it has to be 1, 3, or 5. Because it can't... Yeah, because it can't have in fact, it must at least be 3. Obviously, it can't be 1 because of the arrow, but it also sees all of these odd digits. Or, well, sees these 2. I think I'm going to color just the neighborhoods and not necessarily the oddness of these other ones, or odds or evenness of the other ones. Okay, Now, well, I don't think we can say anything about this. Because if this is a 3, this could be a 1-2 pair, and this could be a 2, because we would already have seen all 3 of them, so these would both be even type of situations. But that doesn't necessarily... Yeah, and the 5 is similar, because this could either be a 2-3, where this would be the odd digit, or it could be 1-4. In the same sentence, this would be the odd digit, so it would be the 1. And then this would be another odd digit, but we don't quite know that yet. So let's move along. Can we make further reductions? I don't think we can. Is it possible these are all odd? I think the answer is yes, because 1, 2, we only have 2 odds in this column, so these could all be odd digits. These could all be odd digits, and these could all be odd digits, so it is possible that it could go up to a 9. What else then can we say? It's a good question. Don't quite know. We know this is at least a 4. Does that do anything for us? Because it pushes this to at least be a 5, 6, 7, or 9. Now, it can't be a 9. Okay, there we go. Because obviously we can't put all odd digits in one singular region. We only have 5 odds total, so this just is 5, which means this has to be 4. And this has to be a 1 to equal 5. Now we know this is odd, and it needs to be able to find 4 others somewhere in here, but we don't know exactly which ones are which yet. I think I'm going to color this one and this one, because again, they're within neighborhoods. So now this can't be a 9, because this is even, which forces a 1 onto this thing. Because either a 7 or an 8 with 3 digits, and you always have to use a 1. This is not a 1. And what else can we then say about some of this other? Can we say anything about these other ones? I don't know. At least I'm not just seeing it right now. These two are the same digit. I don't know if that really helps us at the moment. Just means that it's one of these 3, but that's, again, not doing a whole lot. Well, there's a 4 up here by Sudoku. That doesn't really reduce this guy any, because it could still be the 3 with the 1, 2, this being the 2, this being the 1, or it could be a 5 with a 2, 3 now, because it can't. So I guess there always is a 2 here, which pushes a 2 up here, because no matter if it's a 3 or a 5 now, we have to put a 2 on it. So it's either 1, 2, or 1 or 2, 3, which means this is a triple of 1, 2s, and 3s. You tell me if that's useful or not. Oh, actually, the 5, where does it go in this row? Cannot go in any of these locations, so this is 5. These are from 7, 8, and 9. That might be useful here in a minute. We know the 4's up there. We know one of these is going to be a 5. What else do we know? One of these is a 9. So that's one of the odds that has to go here. We don't necessarily know. Well, yeah, we don't know the other one. It could be an 8. So it's not super helpful. What else? 6 doesn't really tell us much. The 2 we've already kind of used at the moment. I'm not really too excited about laying out the options of these guys because there's multiples. What else can we use? I think we might have to move on to one of these other guys because I can't quite see how the digits we currently have are going to get us anything further. So, you are odd. We'll color you. Because again, you're in a region here. Now, this being 7 or 8 means that, well, this can't be 8. That's the logistics of this thing, isn't it? Because if this is 8, it has to have 8 even digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it can't do that. This is 7. It's odd. This is a 1, 2, 4. This is not the 1. This can't be 7. Now, this being even means that all of these are odd now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this can't be the 2, which means this is. Now this can't be a 5 anymore. Because if it was 1, 2, 3, 4 is the only number of digits. This is 3. Cool. This means this is 1, 3, 1. These are an 8, 9 pair. And we're getting something here now. So that's pleasant. Let's see. Do we have anything else up in here we can work with? We've got 3 of the 5 figured out. But it doesn't really matter because the odds will go wherever they go, and that will always just be what it is. Anything along here? Yeah, one of these is a 3. This is a 6. Because if we've marked all these guys as odd, we'll mark him as even and him as even, because again, they're in the neighborhood. So we've got 3 evens. We need to have another one. None of these can be, so this is 6. That forces the 3. We have a 1, 2, 7 up here. This is not 1. Let's get rid of these markings. We don't need those. Now, what are these 2 left over as? We need a 7, so it goes here. And we need a 9, so it goes here. These become 4, 6, and 8. These are 5 and 9. Again, I'm not necessarily going to color outside of the neighborhood. We may if it comes into play somewhere else. This is not a 9. Therefore, this has a 1 on it. And it's not this one or this one, so it's here. Now, can we determine? I don't think we can. Because it could be 6. Wait, this can't be a 4, first off. So we actually get something out of that. We have a 6, 8 pair, a 1, 2, 4, a 7, and 9. These have to be from 3 and 5. That does tell us what the 6 is. Or what this circle is, which it can't be a 6. Because if this is a 6, this is a 1, 2, 3. Where does the 3 go? Can't go here anymore, can't go here. So this is 8, which means this is 6. These are not 6s. Good. I will color this guy, again, because he's in a neighborhood. And what now? We know this is 8. The options are 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 4. This can't be 3 or 5. So it's either 2 or 4. If it's 2 or 4, this is either 5 or 3, and it can't be 3. It's 5. That's 6, so this is 2. Now, this and this are even. You are odd. Now we have to have all of these be evens because this is an 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of these are going to be evens. Therefore, this is not the 1. This one is. Good. This has to be an even digit. It's not 2 or 8, so it's 4 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. This is 6. Good, 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 good. So we have one more odd or even digit somewhere in this grouping. What else can we say? Well, this being a 6 doesn't say too much, because this could be a 1, 5 or a 2, 4. This one can't be 5, so this can't be 1, but that's the extent of that. These have to be, okay, these have to be evens, and since the evens up here, these are 2 and 8. That forces the 7. These are not 7s, so this is odd. We have these 2 digits left over now, which are 5 and 9. This one is within a neighborhood, so I will put him in. Anything else that does for us? Because we don't see the 5 or the 9. We don't see the 2 or the 8, really. Okay. So, do we move on to... Let's move into here, this row, and see what's going on. 3, 4, 7, and 9. This one could... Well, could it be 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, it can't. This can't be 9, because it would force all of these to be odd, and we can't have 6 odds in one region. This can't be a 9, because it would force the same thing to happen here, and we already have multiple evens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It could still be a 7, though. So this is 3, 4, or 7 as well. Just make sure nothing was staring at me there. I think this could still be 7. This can't be 3, because we have a 2 here, so this can't be a 1-2 pair. So we're down to 4 or 7 here. And I think either could work, because the 4 could be a 1-3 pair. And then we just have to have 1, 2, 3, 4 odd or even digits, around it somewhere. And it could still be 7, because we could have something like that, where we have 7 odd digits. But let's, well, this is odd. This row is not necessarily telling us much more in terms of the odds and evenness. Either are these guys just yet. Is there anything we can remove from these guys? Don't see anything at the moment. I'm going to do a little bit of a scan just to make sure. I wonder if there's any Sudoku that's poking its head out here yet. One of these two is a 1. One of those 3. One of these, that's not too useful. We already knew one of those was a 2. Don't quite see anything there, so I guess we know one of these is a 3, and it's not this one because it's even. Which, well, it doesn't mean anything because we already know the 3 5s down here. One of those 3 is a 3. I guess that does rule out 3 from here. So this 3 says, well, just in basics, these guys have to be... Why did I cross this one out? That wasn't, I was going to say if one of these three had to be a 3, this rules out 3, but this could still be the 3. So that doesn't do anything for me. Okay. Moving on, 4s and 5s, perhaps. One of these will be a 5. Again, we already kind of knew that. Nothing else really seems to be doing. Let's look at the 6s real quick. One of these will be a 6. We can't rule out the 6s down here. Let's just go through this a little bit more. We only have a couple digits left over to look at, and I don't think we're getting anywhere with this, but no harm in looking. So there we go. Okay, let's rethink our strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we still need one of these to be even. Wherever these lie, this is doing its business. This one's already done. This one's done. This one's done. We still have these two we have to work out. Let's maybe think about what this can be. Can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3. Well, by Sudoku, and if it was a 3, this would be the 1 and this would be the 2, and that would break. Could be 4, can't be 5, 6, not 7, 8, 9. It's never going to be 9 because you already have an even. So this is always even. And what does that tell us? We can never have this be 8, right? Because we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 evens in this region. So this is not 8. So we're looking at 4 or 6 now. Now it could be 6 because we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 over here. Oh, we can't do that, can we? Because we already have 3 evens. We can only put 1 more in any of these positions. We can only put, we can only even put 3 here because we already have 3 here. So this can never be 6. So the max we would have would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4. We don't necessarily know where that 4, which ones of those are the 4s, but well, I guess we do know that one of these has to be even, but I don't know if that's going to give us too much. Because it could still be from the 6 or the 8. We just don't know where exactly it goes. Okay, so if this is a 4, it does have a 1 on it, though. So this is 1 and 3. We can hopefully use that. This becomes 3 by Sudoku. One of these is a 3. What else we got? This is odd in a neighborhood, so we will color it. We know one of these has to be even. 6 and 8. This is not 2. This is not 6. We can only get 1 more even in this row. That's odd. That's odd. We might have to go into finishing the coloring. I was hoping to not do so because I wanted to be able to focus myself onto just the circles instead of having color all over the board and then having to look a little bit more deeply into these to see where the boundaries lie. But it might come to turn that we do need to think more generally now about where the odds and evens end up. But we're going to continue to look at this for a little bit and see if we can figure something else out here. Now this can't be a 4, okay, because of that 3. So this is 7. None of these are 7s. This is not 7. So we do get the 3, 4, 9. This is either 3 or 4. We don't know which one it is just yet. Now the 7, can we work out what this is? It could be 1, 6. It cannot be 2, 5 or 4, 3. So it is a 1, 6 pair. Good, which means this is 8. This is 2. This is 4 and 8. Beautiful. And These are a 5, 9 pair. This is odd. This is odd. It's in this neighborhood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's multiple ways I think this could go. So, where's our next move? We've got the 5, 9, 2, 8. We've got the 3, 4, 9. We've got the 1, 6 pair with the 5, 9. Keep wanting to duck back into Sudoku. But I don't think we still quite have enough. One of these is a 2. That doesn't help us. Oh, the 2 here does say this is 4 and 2, which gives us the 8 and the 2. And these are not 2s, so this is a 1, 5 pair. So this is the 1, this is the 5. This becomes 9, 5. This is not 5. This becomes 3, 5. Good. Okay. This is odd. So one of these two is going to be that even digit. Don't quite know which one is which yet, though. Do we have anything? The 1 here says this is 2 and 1. We will color those just for poops and giggles. Good. What else we got? This has to be a 6, because it's even, and it sees 2, 4, and 8. This has to be either 4 or 8, and it can't be 8, so it is just 4, which means this is 8 and 4. It does feel like coloring these would be a pretty good thing to do, but I'm stubborn. I'm going to stick to my ways. This is even. We know this one was odd, so we can put that in. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the odds in this area at the moment. This is just a 6 by Sudoku. This is a 5 by Sudoku. What are these? They're going to be 7 and 9. We can do that. 9, 7. You're odd. 4, 9, 5. 5 here says 9 and 5. These are a 3, 4, 9 triple, and this one therefore is 4. These are both odd. Does that give us all of our odds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does. This is even. It's either. Oh, it is an 8, but it is even still. Okay, we should be pretty close here now. We need 3, 7, and 9. Let's put those in and then remove our options. That's not 9. This is not 3. That didn't help us very much. This can't be a 9, though. So this is a 3, 4, and this is a 7, and this is an 8. An 8. Now we have 6 and 7, so we can put 7, 6, 9, 3, 9. All beautiful. What is this digit? It has to be a 9, it appears to be. And this 6 says this is a 6. This 8 says this is 9 and 8. You're not 6 anymore. Let's look at you 2, 3 here. 5, 7, and 8. You're not 5 or 8, so you're 7. This is 5. This is 8. This is a given of 2. These have to be 7 and 9. And this will be the 7. This will be the 9. These are a 3, 4 pair. Now, how do we... Okay, we're going to have to use have, well, does that really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of these is even. This is either 3 or 4, which means there's either 3 odds or 4 evens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's already multiple evens. So this is 3, 3. And we'll do the coloring before we finish this off. Just because these will both be even. These will both be even. And I think that's all of our... Oh, let's do this one. Let's just make sure these are all correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, we've already done all those. Perfect. These are 4s. We're done. Oop, I didn't mean to click that quickly. You saw the puzzle solution is correct. 266 solves in 9 days. That's pretty good. So, excellent puzzle. Really did enjoy that. I think the the neighborhood was a great little addition to the arrow rule set. Excuse me. It really added a bit of extra interest into an arrow clue puzzle, and obviously without using the neighborhood concept here, this puzzle probably would not be solvable. So really enjoyed that puzzle. I hope you all did as well. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, keep this channel going, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.